G'day guys, Rocket Rob here, back with another best 5 of a type. And today we're going to be looking at electric types. I never really used an electric deck before, but I've gone up against some really good users of it, including you've got Keith and you've got Laney, both really great electric deck users, and they are quite interesting decks. They've got a lot of buffing capabilities, and yeah, used correctly, they can be really difficult to beat. So right now we're going to go through the top 5 electric type figures and find out a little bit more about them and why they are so great. So in number 5 we have the UX Jolteon, which is, it's one of the newer figures that have been around for not so long, and I can't rotate it. Let's have a look at it. Here we go. So this is its wheel here. It's got not a great wheel, to be honest. So you've got Volt Switch, which can switch with a Pokemon on your bench or PC. Quick Attack's not bad at 80 gold. Thunder Jolt, if this Pokemon is knocked out, the opponent is paralyzed. It's more the ability, which is really good on this. Okay, so this Pokemon can MP move through your own Pokemon and through opposing water type and flying type Pokemon. And if your entry points are all covered, this Pokemon gets a built-in extra MP. So basically it's got a built-in counter-attack, right? And if you use counter-attack on it while that's happening too, you can even get this thing up to 5 MP. It is a 3 MP figure. It's already a runner. It can be a really lethal weapon in a rush deck. So yeah, they're really good, these Eevees. No miss at level 5, and it evolves from Eevee, which is also a really good figure too. But yeah, so UX Jolteon gets that spot in number 5 for me because of that ability, and just the fact that it's a good runner. It's quite a good runner. So that wraps up number 5. Next up is number 4, and we move to the newest electric type Pokemon that has been released, and it's Pikachu. Hey, there we go. I can rotate it again. I don't know what was going on before. UX Pikachu. I love the look of this figure. It's got such a cool base. It's just epic. We were all waiting for this for a long time. It's a figure that every single player got for free for the Beat the Dev Challenge last year. Now let's have a look at it. Its wheel's pretty good, really. It's gotten 0 miss again at level 5, which is great. You've got a 110 volt tackle, which takes up a good chunk of the wheel there, but if this Pokemon is paralyzed, it will do an extra 30 damage. So it's going to be hitting for 140, and it also gets an extra MP. So it can be a runner as well in that case. The Volt Tackle does paralyze itself, so it's got a good chance of getting that buff onto itself, and with a small dodge there, you're only losing a very small chunk of the wheel when you are paralyzed as well. So this, Pikachu, it's really good, really great figure. It also comes with its own special Z move as well. Catastrophica. Don't worry how you say that. All opposing Pokemon on the field spin, and all that spin white attacks will become paralyzed. Catastrophica. We did it. Alright. So that brings us up now to the number 3 electric type figure, and we have Mega Ampharos. I love this figure. It was one of the figures that got me to 4K in my deck. Back when you could still use it on the Regis, but then they changed that. It basically is built-in max revives. Every time you evolve this from Ampharos, you can bring one figure from your PC to next to Ampharos, and also when it devolves, you can do that again as well. It can also bring it back from the Ultra Space or the PC, so I did forget to mention that. So it is good against Ultra Beast decks because of that. Obviously it gives it the damage buff. It's got, it's got a big wheel with some, fairly reasonable attacks. That Dragon Pulse can do an extra 50 if your opponent's a Dragon type, which did come in handy during the Dragon meta. Maybe not so much now. It doesn't get used that much. It's more of, it used to be a staple in a lot of decks, whereas now it isn't so much because it is outdamaged quite a bit by now, but it's still a great figure. So, number 3. Next up, we've got Xurkitree Oh man, Xurkitree is crazy. This figure, like, I've had so many problems going up against Keith and being destroyed by his Xurkitrees. That cable leash there, it's going to hit for double damage if the opponent is paralyzed, and this thing pretty much paralyzes everything. Like, the first attack that it does when it comes onto the field, it's going to paralyze the opponent. And, you know, it gives you weight as well, weight 3. Oh man, it's insane. The buffs are crazy. You know, if you got a good electric deck where everything's just paralyzing everything, this thing's going to be hitting for over 200. Insane. The Zap Cannon, you know, it gives weight and paralyze, like, that hits pretty hard as well. Ultra Lightning there, I can't remember what that one does actually. If there are any Pokemon in the Ultra Space, an opposing Pokemon on the field spins. If it spins a wide attack, it becomes paralyzed. Repeat this effect for each Pokemon in the Ultra Space. So, you know, that can, yeah, that can be good if you've got some figures in the Ultra Space there as well. So if you're using this in an Ultra Beast deck, then you can count on that effect as well. But yeah, that's Xurkitree number 2 in my opinion. And number 1, not a surprise, Tapu Koko, which for quite a while was regarded as the best figure in the entire game. Many still consider it the best runner. I don't know if that's still true anymore, but it's a very, very good figure. It buffs all of your electric Pokemon by 30, plus all your fairy type Pokemon as well, I believe. I know, it doesn't. It just does the electric Pokemon. There you go. I did forget about that. Okay, so it only buffs the electric type Pokemon, and then it can move through any non-fairy type figure. So that's pretty cool. And, you know, it hits for 69, but basically if you have that buff, so it's your turn, you can hit for 99, so it's good for taking out Mew, which has become a bit of a problem but once again in the game. So Koko, it can be good again, really, considering that the meta has changed again. That Melee Wish can always be considered a threat because it can turn any Pokemon into a 3 MP figure that can go through things, which is insane. So, you know, I love this Pokemon. It was also in my deck that got me to 4K back in the day, and I love using it. You guys have probably seen me. I've got my triple Koko deck. I love using it. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Do you guys agree? What are your top 5 electric type figures? Put them in the comments below. But that'll do it for this video. This week, by the way, guys, I'm going to be away, so I won't be doing live streams, and I'll just be releasing some pre-recorded content that I've been doing. So, yeah, that's sort of what we're going to be doing this week. I'll be back, like midway through next week. I also did want to just mention as well that we did do the charity fundraiser on the weekend, and we raised $200 Australian for charity. That went through to the Worldwide Cancer Research, and yeah, awesome. Thanks everyone for donating to that. It was really, really amazing raising that much money for charity. Awesome stuff. So that's going to end it for this video, guys. Catch you in the next one. Don't forget, leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe to the channel as well. But this is Rocket Rob blasting off again.